become very, very important for you, because when you guys come into workforce, this probably in next 10 years, this is what, unless you don't have the skills, you will become irrelevant in the development. That is what I want to emphasize on here. So how platform location detection technologies. For when it will reach, and you will be able to manufacture it today. We plan the manufacturing today or tomorrow. All this will be possible through location tracking. So when we talk about supply chain, we will talk more about it. There is a 3D printing, smart sensors. How do you reach your customer? How do you, if you take Amazon, for example, as soon as you order, you get information that your product is being packed, moved out of your warehouse. It is packed. It is reached Chennai. It is reached Karur. It is reached Dindikal. So all this you will be able to track. So that is how that is what the customer is also is expecting. So this entire value chain, starting from, okay, I skipped this slide. We'll come back to this later. This is how I'll skip this also. This is the value chain. So value chain is you have a supplier, unknown supplier of your raw material. For example, a car is going to be manufactured. Major requirement is steel. Okay, steel is supplied by Tata Steel or some of the companies like Tata Steel or SR Steel. But for them, raw material will be unknown suppliers. The guys who are getting scraps and selling it to them. And that becomes, it goes to tier 1 supplier. From tier 1 supplier to manufacturers, there is a law. Then after manufacturing, again, transport is required here. Tier 1 supplier to manufacturer to logistics. Then it goes to dealer as a car. It goes to customer. Then after sales service. This is called value chain. So this entire value chain is connected through Industry 4.0. So if customer want to understand whether his car is being produced, his product is being produced, so he will be able to track. As soon as the order is placed, so everything is trackable at appropriate level. This is what is Industry 4.0. This is what is happening. So the production is automated. The maintenance is predictive. That we will talk about how the predictive maintenance works. And connected machine can talk to each other. Therefore, the product mixes, what product should be made here in this stage and what product is to be made in the other stage. All this is possible through Industry 4.0. Then there is a smart transport system. Industry, within the industry, the movement of material becomes you're able to see my mouse. So this has become possible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem.
Supply chain is network, and there is a simulation at all level is possible to have a predictive understanding of the process. When your product is quality is maintained and it is being produced on time. These are all possible by visualization or augmented reality kind of examination. So therefore, the Industry 4.0 is more efficient production process, and it will also, facilitate new marketing business model. There is a job at all level. You need not be an engineer producing product material. You can have you can have a role in marketing. You can have a role in strategy and developing business model if you understand the nuances of it. Then customer centricity. You can develop how do you make your develop models, how do you make your customers happy, because ultimately whatever you produce, whatever you do internally, the customer is the person who decides what he want to buy, where to want to buy. உங்ககிட்ட வாங்கணுமா, ஃப்ளிப்கார்ட்ல வாங்கணுமா, அமேசான்ல வாங்கணுமா, இந்த பிராண்ட் வாங்கணுமா, அந்த பிராண்ட் வாங்கணுமா, எல்லாமே டிசைட் பண்றது வந்து வாடிக்கையாளர். ஸோ இந்த ப்ரொடக்ஷன் டு business model, marketing, and strong customer centricity, all are converging. So your scope of job is improving, provided you acquire skills. What is required. What are the skills? You should not stop with I'm an engineer, hardcore engineer. I stop with that. That should not be the attitude. You should be continuously learning to be relevant to the relevant to the current requirement. ஸோ நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய நம்ம சினிமா எடுத்துக்கோங்களேன். முதல்ல பிளாக் அண்ட் ஒயிட் இருந்தது, அப்புறம் வந்து பேசாத படம் இருந்தது, அப்புறம் கலர் படம் வந்தது. இப்போ வந்து நிறைய டெக்னாலஜி எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்றாங்க, எடிட்டிங். ஸோ படம் 2.5 2 hours 30 minutes. So many change. It's quick. The song, they changing. Creatively they are changing with song, without song, with song, thrilling, thriller, all those stuff. They are changing the models. Similarly, to suit the customer, you need to change the models. Similarly, earlier, when the Ford car was manufactured, the Henry Ford said, you have all freedom to change the color of the car, provided the color of the car is black. So it's all decided by the employer. Today, if you buy a bike or a car, you can have your own. You can have a color. You can have stickers of your choice. You can have a car unique to your liking. Okay, so something like that. The unitization. Each customer wants his own brand of product. This when you drive the car, this or a bike, she should say this is a Suresh's bike, this is a so and so's bike, this is so and so car. Or even in garment also, somebody likes only turtle collar T-shirt. That becomes his brand. So something like that. Every product, people want to have product to be customized. So therefore, that is where this additive manufacturing, computer aided manufacturing, all will be helpful to understand the customer's preference and accordingly tune the manufacturing process to come out with a specific product for the individual. So there is an innovation. How the value chain we have seen the value chain. So each of these values chain, how advanced manufacturing systems or IoT, the sensor, how sensors is used, 3D printing, how it is being incorporated in manufacturing, cloud computing or a fog computing, how it is being used to get the data. And another major area is cyber security. Cyber security, the hackers. There are hackers who can come into your system and get the information and use it their advantage. So they can talk to your customer and get the money from the customer. So all those things can happen. That cyber security is also, you can be a mechanical engineer, but you have a knowledge or a certificate in a cyber security or a big data. So you should have something apart from your core engineering, any of the skills, data analysis or cyber security, or we will see some more skills which are required in the later part of the presentation. These are all very important. You need to have an additional qualification, additional language. This period is the best period for you to get some, set some qualification and certification acquired. Okay. So in industry, we have seen the supply chain. There are horizontal and vertical. Horizontal is supply chain. The value chain is your supplier, company, and customer. This is called horizontal value chain. How you integrate horizontal value chain is one, and this is the company. Company starts from sales, production, planning, purchase. All this is a company inside the company value chain, or this is called vertical value chain. How do you integrate this value chain? That is where your IoT, lasers, computer, robots, all this will be helpful to integrate your vertical value chain and horizontal value chain network. So therefore, why Industry 4.0? There are emerging countries will contribute about 65% of the demand in manufacturing goods in 2025. So India is also an emerging country. So all these countries together will cater to 65% of the world's demand. The demand not only the mega cities like Chennai or Bombay, Bangalore, it will go into cities like Coimbatore, Dindigul, Karur, Salem. All these places, the demand will increase. So therefore, a lot of development will happen. Lest COVID little put on, little back, put us some 3-4 years back, but I think definitely we'll come back. It will start picking up from 2021 Q2 onwards. That is what the predictions says. 3 important skills what we need is manage complexity. The world will become very, very complex. When all this happens, the capabilities. Organization capability should improve without compromising on the productivity. So that will become agile. Agile means agility. It's like very, very fast pace. The changes will be very quick. That is what is agility. Nimble footness. Nimble footness, and you should be very, very flexible. And speed is the key. You should unlearn certain things and relearn new skills. That is what is required going forward. Okay. So why we are looking at, companies are looking at Industry 4.0, there is a cost optimization. Manpower cost will be reduced. Labor productivity will go up because of computer-aided manufacturing. There are new opportunities. Greater operational efficiency will be greater. And there are external factors like how do you compete with your competitor, and also how do you avail government benefit. This slide is very hazy. I can forward this slides, after reworking on the clarity. This little hazy, but basically cost, looking at new opportunity, புதிய வாய்ப்புகளை தேடுறதுக்காக, ஆபரேஷன் எஃபிஷியன்சி waste control, மிஷின் டவுன் டைம் குறைக்கிறது, ப்ரிடிக்டிவா ஒரு மிஷின் ஓன் அவுட் ஆக போறதுன்றது முதலே கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது, டேட்டா அண்ட் சிமுலேஷன். தீஸ் ஆர் ஆல் வில் பி ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல் இன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி 4.0. ரெண்டாவது கவர்மெண்ட் நிறைய சப்சிடி தராங்க. நிறைய renewable energy, if you use solar, if you use hydel, you can use all this. Then you need industry 4.0 is very, very important. I will say it will be solely need, but irundalum it will be helpful for you. So நம்ம India we want to have all the products should be made in India. Make in India is a slogan which was promulgated by the government of India. The Prime Minister also talks about more about, he used to talk more, but he's talking about make in India, Similarly, across the world, all emerging country and developed countries all have slogans like this. Smart industry, industrial internet business revolution, digital manufacturing. So across all the emerging economy, they have a slogan, they have a milestone, they have a, they have a 2030, in Russia, Ukraine, I think. So all countries have different kinds of slogans or a purpose statement for driving growth. So similarly, India have Make in India, China have Make in China, Germany have Industry 4.0, Industry for the Future, Manufacturing Renaissance. So operational program, these are all different countries have different kind of purpose statement. Similarly, India have Make in India. So now we come to the group where I belong. Murugappa Group, you probably know. I think Karur is very close to, I think, Petavaitalai or something. So there we have a sugar factory. Petavaitalai is close to Karur?
Yes, sir, exactly. Some 40 kilometers.
Yeah. So that is where our, Professor, going good? Yeah, I should.
Yes, sir. Very excellent, sir. Please proceed.
Okay. Murugappa Group is a 5.2 billion turnover group. It's 5.2 billion is close to 40. It is close to 40,000, 38,000 crores. But probably this COVID period, we probably may not be at 40,000 crores. We may be a little less. So Murugappa Group has got 28 business. We employ more than 50,000 employees. We are into agri, farm inputs, engineering and material science, consumer and financial services. These are all some of the companies. Carborundum Universal, you see the blue button, Tube Investment, Shanti Gears, Coromandel Engineering, Chola MS, it's a insurance company, Chola Financial Services. Pari Agro is a sugar manufacturing company. These are all different company subsidiaries and all. So these are all, in the portfolio of Murugappa Group, basically divided into agriculture, engineering, and finance. So some of them are engineering companies, some of them are, these are all engineering group, QME, TI, Shanti Gears, and Coromandel is essentially an Coromandel fertilizer is here. It's agriculture. Pari Agro is agriculture. So Chola MS is the financial service companies. So Carborundum it's an abrasive company. It's a joint venture between Murugappa, Carborundum Universal UK, and Universal Grinding Company. This is how it started in the year 1954. Now it is fully owned by Murugappa Group. So it exports, Carborundum exports to 43 countries, 20,000 varieties of products. When we talked about customized product, so the customers in abrasive industries will have standard wheels. You are all. This is a grinding wheels. It's a coated grinding wheels. This is you probably engineers. You probably come across this kind of products. We export to 43 countries. Carborundum essentially manufacturing coated abrasives, bonded abrasives, refractories, electromineral, industrial ceramic, and ceramic fibers. Uh, so we have factories across different locations: South Africa, Russia, Australia, China, apart from India. Okay. So this is bonded abrasives, grinding wheel. Then we have industrial ceramic, high precision ceramic used in power industries basically. Refractories is used mostly heat resistant and heat resistant applications. Electromineral is it's a mineral is used as a raw material to abrasives, ceramic, and refractories. And we also sell as a raw material. The company is 25.6 billion revenue. Uh, this is just business, some business information. It's a global player in advanced material product like advanced ceramics, abrasives, super abrasives, refractories, diverse industrial application. We have strong presence of the value chain. We discussed about value chains. We have mines, owning bauxite mines owned by the company which is in Gujarat. And we have a huge processing facilities in Kerala, electro-fused industrial minerals. Then finished products. This is called value chain, starting from mines, processing, and finished product. The entire value chain we control. So therefore there is a competitive advantage than any other player. So somebody will be only handling mines, some people. Some people will be handling only the processing of material, and most of the people will be handling only finished products. But we have presence in mines, process, and finished products. The manufacturing location, small and large, we have 30 locations, starting from Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, even in Kolkata, and predominantly Kerala, Hosur in Tamil Nadu, Ranipet in Tamil Nadu, and Chennai. Highly technology intensive, capital intensive manufacturing process, high skilled labor. Because it is non-standard products, you need a high skilled labor and high product complexity. This is what Carborundum Universal. Here, where do we need Industry 4.0? Because one is the competitiveness. There are a lot of, after globalization, there are a lot of international players like Saint-Gobain. Saint-Gobain is it's Indian. They have a huge presence, Saint-Gobain glasses in India. And they have a Grainwell Norton, which is more or less equivalent to Carborundum Universal. So they have about 30-35% of the market share. Carborundum has about 45% of the market share. And there are other players. Therefore, there is a need to improve competitiveness. So, and also manage our assets. How do you monitor your assets, machines, high value machines? So therefore, how do you predictively analyze your machines, whether your machine is running all right, it has got a problem? How do you, if there is a problem, how do you understand beforehand, before it get into a problem, you understand and then address it? Manufacturing flexibility. You see, I told you we have about several units. How do you, which product, where to produce which product? Inge idu panna cheap irukma, inge idu panna productive irukma. So therefore, flexibility and agility. Okay, you produce this product in Hosur, you produce this product in Ranipet, you produce this product in Kerala. So that the flexibility and agility and where to integrate. You call, in the value chain there will be a bottleneck. For example, you produce, you mix it and mold it, and your kiln may be a bottleneck. So how do you remove? So if there is a kiln facilities elsewhere, you shift your mold product to different places and remove the bottleneck. So, that is how that is called flexibility and agility. And supply chain. Supply chain is the major issue, because issue and advantage. How do you reach to your customer? One is the inbound logistic is how do you get your raw material to the company. The outbound is how do you supply your product to uh, outside your factory. So this is called managing supply chain. So to integrate all this and take Industry 4.0 opportunity to make each of these segment competitiveness, managing asset, being flexible and agility, and managing complex supply chain. How do you use technology and migrate to Industry 4.0? That's what we're going to see in the next couple of slides. Okay. So when you design your Industry 4.0, you need to identify what are the platform you have. Internet of Things. What are the Internet of People? That is called interoperability. How do the people and machine interact with each other? In the sense how your people are able to manage the robots, the controls, how your people are able to use simulation, data. This is called interoperability. Uh, Internet of Things, Internet, how uh, interoperably they are working. Then information transparency, how you seamlessly share your data across the organization. Technical assistant, decentralized decision. Okay, the decision will be taken then and there at the workplace. It's not uh, not ad hoc or in a centralized fashion. Okay, so some of the cases where we have done Industry 4.0 in Carbon and Universal. I'm giving what is the impact on the workforce also. So therefore, as an engineers, you should be look at always when you come to the factory to work, how it impacting the workforce, because industry is with industry full of people. So that when we are going automation, the people, human element is very, very important, because ultimately you have to work with the people. So human resources is very, very important. All the technical part is possible only if you are able to take care of the people. That always should, wherever you go, whichever company you are going to join, always you should remember, you have to work with people. People are the universally people are the greatest asset for any organization. So today the implementation, this is little old. There's a lot of things also have happened after that. There is a real-time data for key operational metrics like OEE, overall equipment efficiency, availability of the machine, quality, how the product is being, in the processல product போகும்போது each எல்லா ப்ராசஸ்லையும் வந்து ப்ராடக்டோட குவாலிட்டி எப்படி இருக்கு, அந்த குவாலிட்டி பேராமீட்டர் வழியா குவாலிட்டி பேராமீட்டர் சரியா இருக்கான்னு பார்க்குறது. அதே மாதிரி பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் ரேட் வந்து how the machine or a part of the machine, how it is performing. இது மூணு சேர்த்து தான் OEE சொல்லுவாங்க, ஒரிஜினல் equipment effectiveness. How the equipment, the machine, அந்த மிஷின் வந்து எவ்வளவு தூரம் எஃபெக்டிவா இருக்கு. இதுல ஏதாவது ஒரு பிரச்சனை வந்ததுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், அதை வந்து அந்த டேட்டா சிமுலேஷன் மூலமா நம்ம அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இமீடியட்டா யூ கேன் அட்ரஸ். மிஷின் வந்து ஃபுல்லா ஓன் அவுட் ஆகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம வந்து கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியும். அப்புறம் ப்ராசஸ் மாடலிங் அண்ட் சிமுலேஷன், இது வந்து எப்படின்னா நம்மகிட்ட வந்து நிறைய டேட்டா இருக்கும். இப்போ வந்து ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் பண்றோம், இந்த பர்டிகுலர் ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணும்போது இது வந்து 70% நல்லா வரும், இல்லைன்னா இந்த ஷிஃப்ட்ல 70% வரும், அடுத்த ஷிஃப்ட்ல 80% வரும், இன்னொரு ஷிஃப்ட்ல வந்து 100% நல்லா வரும். இல்லைன்னா இந்த மிக்ஸ் போட்டா இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் நல்லா வரும், இந்த மிக்ஸ் போட்டா இவ்வளவு டிஃபெக்ட் வரும். இந்த மாதிரி டேட்டா வந்து நம்மகிட்ட நிறைய இருக்கும். அந்த டேட்டாவை யூஸ் பண்ணி when we use a particular when we are running a product in that particular shift or இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு மிக்ஸ் உள்ள ப்ராடக்ட் நம்ம வந்து யூஸ் பண்றோமா, ஸோ அப்போ வந்து இந்த எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் சிமுலேஷன் எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் மாடலை வச்சுட்டு நம்ம வந்து அதை வந்து ஸோ இது வந்து 80% தான் நல்லா வரும், ஸோ மிக்ஸை மாற்றணுமா, இல்லை வந்து பீப்புள் இந்த ஷிஃப்ட்ல தான் நல்லா வருதுன்னா ஒருவேளை பீப்புளோட ஆட்டிடியூட் இஷ்யூவா இருக்குமா, இல்லை சூப்பர்வைசரோட ஃபேட்டிக் லெவலா இருக்குமா, இல்லை சூப்பர்வைசரோட இன்எஃபிஷியன்ஸா இருக்குமா, இல்லை இன்ஜினியரிங் கேப்பபிலிட்டி இல்லையா, அது எல்லாமே பார்க்கறதுக்கு வந்து இந்த சிமுலேஷன் ப்ராசஸ் மாடலிங் வில் பி ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல். அப்புறம் வந்து ரோபோ அசிஸ்டட் குவாலிட்டி கண்ட்ரோல். I'll show you the picture in the next thing. Using vision system algorithm. ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் போகும்போது if you this should be the weight, this should be the color, this should be the porosity. So then you have that data and feed it in the vision system of a robo வந்து அந்த ப்ராடக்ட் பாஸ் பண்ணி போகும்போது ரோபோ வந்து விஷுவலி it will examine பண்ணும். If there is a defect, it will pick and throw it out. So these are all intelligent product. Intelligent product is very, very important. For example, you are using a soap. Okay. அந்த சோப்ல வந்து ஒரு சிப், ஒரு 5 பைசா 10 பைசா சிப் உள்ள வந்து இன்செர்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இந்த சோப் வந்து எப்ப காலியாக போகுதுன்றது வந்து மேனுஃபேக்சரரோ இல்ல வந்து இந்த ஷாப் ஓனரோ சப்ளை செயின்ல somebody will understand. Then immediately they will tell you your soap is going to it's going to get lost. You buy a new soap. Similarly, the grinding wheel, abrasive grinding wheel, we insert a chip. The chip will tell us the wheel is going to worn out. Then you reach the customer right on time and replace the wheel. So they may not know, they have other priorities, but you preempt your customer telling him that your wheel is going to worn out, your wheel is going to will last for only a few days. You change the wheel and we will supply. So you engage with the customer by producing intelligent products. So you will see a lot of such things in your Flipkart or Amazon. These are all your favorite product. You bought a soap or a whatever it is 2 months back, 3 months back. Now it's a time to change. So this kind of engagement with the customer, so that the customer is with you always. This model will be helpful to retain your customer, by having intelligent products. Then predictive analysis. You may have a very, very high value assets, machines. So you will by understanding the consumption of electricity, energy, or the vibration of the machine, all this will be a data for you to understand whether your machine is running in a full good condition, or you need to have a change in or you have a change or you need to attend to the machine. So impact on the workforce, dependency of the quality inspector will come down. Demand on data, you will start comparing your data with competitor data. Then there is a possibility of improving to the next level. So this is what I was talking about. It's a pick and place with visual. It's a picking a ceramic piece. If the piece is overweight or underweight, or there is a porosity variation, this will read and it will, if it is not as per the spec, this will throw. So similarly, this is a visual inspection when the ceramic piece is passing through this plate, the robo will visually inspect, and there is a and if there is a defect, it will inform. So one is doing that, and also you will get lot of data. The data, what is a percentage of the what is a good product, நல்ல pieces எத்தனை, தரமில்லாத pieces எத்தனை, ஸோ இது எந்த ஷிப்ட்ல வந்தது, எந்த எந்த மிஷின்ல இருந்து வந்தது, அந்த மிஷின்ல யாரு எந்த ஒர்க்கர் இருந்தாரு, அந்த ஷிப்ட்ல எந்த சூப்பர்வைசர் இருந்தாரு, எல்லா விதமான டேட்டாவும் உங்களுக்கு கிடைச்சிடும். ஸோ தென் கரெக்டிங் தட் அண்ட் எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் அ மாடல். ஸோ அது அங்க கரெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா that will become a model. Then your process will keep on improving by doing so. So இது வந்து ஒரு just அதாவது whenever as you are an engineer, okay, you cannot simply say அது வந்து குவாலிட்டி சரியில்லை, இது வந்து தரம் சரியில்லை, இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் நல்லா வரல, இந்த ஷிப்ட்ல நல்லா வரல அப்படின்லாம் சொல்ல முடியாது. நீங்க வந்து சொல்லும் போது ஒரு ஆத்தென்டிக்கா சொல்லணும்னா 80% ஆஃப் த ப்ராடக்ட் ஒரு நம்பர் சொல்லணும். The people used to say, Narayanamurthy of ex-Infosys, he used to say, I believe in God, rest all, you support with the data. So Godல நம்பிக்கை இருக்கு, ஆனா நீ எது சொன்னாலும் டேட்டாவோட சொன்னாதான் நான் நம்புவேன்னு சொன்னாருன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அது மாதிரி as an engineer, when you speak, you got to speak with the number. So that will be authentic. You have to develop that quality. When you say மற்றவங்கள மாதிரி நீங்க பேசக்கூடாது. நீங்க பேசும்போது இது 98% சரி, 2% சரியில்லை, இல்ல இது வந்து 80% கரெக்டா இருக்கு, 20% கரெக்ட் இல்ல, ஒரு சுமாரா சொல்லக்கூடாது, முக்காவாசி பரவாயில்ல, கொஞ்சம் தான் பிரச்சனை அப்படின்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. ஸோ the number is very very important for engineers. So what this is a dashboard. We talked about OEE, overall equipment efficiency. Here it is 82.74. So how do we, this will give you the other things, product quantity, performance rate, 26 parts per minute. Adula வந்து what is the downtime, measurement, adjustment of the machine, அதெல்லாம் மிஷினை வந்து நிறுத்தினது, மைனர் ஸ்டாப்பேஜ் இவ்வளவு, தென் ஷட் டவுன் ஆஃப் லாஸ்ட்னால ஷட் டவுன் பண்ணது இவ்வளவு. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் வந்து உங்களுக்கு நம்பர் இருக்கு. ஸோ ஒரு ஷிப்ட்ல குட் ப்ராடக்ட் இவ்வளவு பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, 4499. ஸோ பேட் பார்ட் குவாலிட்டி இல்ல, இவ்வளவு நேரம் ஐடியில இருந்திருக்கு. ஓகே, ஸோ ஹவு டு வி, மிஷின் ஐடியலா இருந்திருக்கு, மிஷின் ஃபால்ட் இருந்திருக்கு. ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் ஆல் வில் பி a data for you to set it right. So again, so how this will job creation in Germany, they're talking about what are the skills we need to have in terms of creating revenue. I leave this and I'll come back to this later. So if you look at when you go for industry 4.0, the labor cost is always go up. Every 4 years you increase the salary. For managers, every 1 year you increase the salary. The labor cost will be, it's only an illustration. But if you employ in the robo price is coming down. So that is what it indicates. So ultimately what will happen, this cost you can share it to customer. So therefore you will be competitive in the market. So the robo, 70 robo is not a new, it's 1975 onwards. There is a robo 5-axis and 6-axis, then less 100 kg, then weight and reach offerings, table desktop small, teaching, you educate the robo. That kind of a robo come in 2010. Now there are about 30 access, 30 hands, 30 plus hands will be there. 30 activities can do in a given time. That is what the kind of robots are available in the market. Then collaborative, they called, if you have 10 robo, there will be a leader robo, which called Kobo. So that is how the development is happening place. So the robo can be employed in all repetitive jobs, pick and place. So you need not engage somebody to pick and place. You need not engage somebody to move from one place to another place. So you can update the skill of the employees, and they can manage this robo. That is how you need to build skill for the individual. So this will be helpful for the people to improve the skills, and not as a replacement. If you keep updating yourself, and improving your skills on an ongoing basis, there is an opportunity for you to be relevant in the market. So then what kind of quality you need to, skill sets you need to improve, you need to be requiring flexible response, your problem solving skills, and customization of the product will be. So how we went about, we had a core team. We had taken 4 pilot projects, 2 pilot projects. And also we have done a course on digital, how do you use digital information, digital literacy across the organization. Data discipline, because data will be available everywhere, but how do you, take it and make it up in a presentable way. And continuous education of employees. Employees here means not only the workmen, engineers, and everybody. So it is not new. The old TPM, TPS, all this are even today it is relevant. But how do you use technology? That is what we are talking about. So there are platforms, Internet of Things, as we discussed, that is robotics, 3D printing, big data, analytics. And the process is there should be a communication. This is what human face is always should be there. Empowering people for decision making, empowering people to customize, come out with new ideas, innovation. How do you link your value chain, transportation, smart transport system? We discussed about it. If your raw material is coming from someplace, how do you monitor from the factory? So if your customer is ordered something, how it is being delivered as a dealer network. The entire value chain should be tracked. As far as people is concerned, the efficiency will go up. You need not put more labor or a manual effort. There will be you need to be the intellectual to use your brain and application. All the skills can be learned. It's not somebody is already started learned and using it. It's not very difficult to learn and use it. You need to put little bit effort and interest in self development. So these are all various platforms. Data we discussed enough. How do you use this data, and how do you analyze this data and make it operationalized? So using various technology platforms is going to be important. So this is again the same thing. In the industries, they say lighthouse of factories. These are the industry. They are in a very, very advanced stage. Internet of Things, cloud computing, fog computing, industrial artificial intelligence. These are all some buzzwords. They started from 1999 onwards. These are all the companies. Foxconn is in Chennai. I think it's a Philippines or Finland-based company, Foxconn. They basically into manufacturing mobile chips and mobile, parts is their core manufacturing. So Bosch, BMW, Tata Steel to an extent, Procter and Gamble also was a pioneer in introducing Industry 4.0. These companies are called lighthouse factories. They are the examples of Industrial 4.0. So some of you get a job, this organization, it will be, you are in the right edge or advanced edge of technology. See, these are all some of the knowledge we discussed enough. Most of the things I have seen so many engineers. So there are engineers. Technically, they'll be very good, but their lifespan in industry will be only for 5 years. From GET to they'll become a shift in charge, production manager. They will stay with us with that. But some people, they move from the technology to people management, or using technology, other technology, means, information technology, software areas, or using their engineering skills, coming out with new business model. They move to marketing, they move to sales, and create a well-class sales models, technology-enabled sales models. They all will go heights in the organization. So for each one, there is a lifespan. Unless you unlearn and move fast, it is you will stay there. You will stay there forever as a shift in charge and retired as a a plant head or something like that. So the personal skills are very, very important. Adaptability, ability to change, decision making, working in teams, communication skills, mindset change for lifelong learning. Learning should not stop once you get into a job. So the newer area, the first one, 1 and 2 is very, very important. You should focus more. And this 3 and 4 also is very important to acquire managerial skills. If you look at, I just given a cluster of knowledge. So cross-function skills, if social skills, so coordinating with others, emotional intelligence, negotiation, persuasion. These are softer areas. You need to continuously build skill on this area. So this is very important. Once you get a job, you should not forget that I got a job. So that's my life goal is end. So therefore I stop learning. This is my last slide. And if you have any question, I'll take question for next 10 minutes. If you have any questions.
Sir, there are 2-3 questions available in the chat box, sir. 3 questions available in the chat box.
You will read or?
Yeah,
okay.
sir. Yeah.
I am able to see that. Yeah. Okay. Hariharan, this 4.0, yes, which was developed, yes, and it will be used in which company? I actually, the last slide I have mentioned about the lighthouse of lighthouse companies, Foxconn, Bosch, BMW, Tata Steel to an extent. They are in an advanced stage. But most of the companies, even in our companies, one of the plants at Hosur, we are in a decent stage. That is what I've shown you some pictures. A robo is employed in quality checking. That is where, again, a lot of predictive analysis has been done to protect your high value assets. And there is a simulation model available to understand the machine's overall equipment efficiency. I think some companies are in an advanced. The lighthouse companies are in advanced stage. Procter and Gamble, now one of the plants at Tata Steels at Jamshedpur. Few companies are in a very advanced stage, and some companies are following. Is that okay, Hariharan? Okay. So other question
Hariharan,
is,
line.
yeah, I have I answered Hariharan? Okay.
Hariharan.
Okay.
Hariharan, line இருக்கியாப்பா?
He's there. I think he's muted. I think.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
See, the another question, Apurvanathan.
Abhurvanathan is asking if we engage more robo, that will take away the job. Actually, the unskilled jobs will go away, definitely. But there are, if you look at in industry, there are high skill, medium skill, and low skill and unskilled. The high skill jobs will stay to a maximum extent. Whereas the danger is low skill jobs, like routine jobs, operating a machine, doing a repair, or simple IT skills. These jobs will get replaced. But whereas the complex jobs, technically complex job, managerially complex job, the cyber security related jobs, then the complex technical jobs, those jobs will stay. So that is why the lifelong learning is very important. How do you beat a robo? So robo is after all manufactured by human being, and it is managed and monitored by the human being. So therefore, you need to keep learning and make yourself relevant always. But there are unskilled and routine jobs will get replaced over a period of time, no doubt about it. Yeah. Any other question? With all aspect, likewise.
Kausik posted two questions, I think. Kausik.
Yeah. I'll
For doing MS manufacturing engineering or industrial engineering, which will be the best one?
I see a lot of focus is on industrial engineering these days. So you need to check the curriculum. I think industrial engineering getting focus, and MS engineering also teaching on industrial engineering. But I think you should look at something like studying about augmented reality, or talking to some skills like cyber security, embedded, some certificate course. Those things also will be useful for you. I will tell you first, the SAP was come into force. Many mechanical engineers with manufacturing background have been taken by a lot of companies because the basic manufacturing knowledge is very important. That cannot be you can SAP knowledge, you can get it because SAP is a software, you can train and land it. But the basic engineering and core manufacturing knowledge is cannot be taught. So therefore, you should look at, you need not do again manufacturing. MS in manufacturing may not be useful. You may be useful or may not be 100% useful. You should look at some different kind of skill to acquire. You need to acquire some different skill. Where ஏதாவது நம்ம பார்த்தோம்ல இந்த ஒரு how the technology converges, அதுல இருந்து you pick out something and do பண்ணீங்கன்னா, I think that will be very useful. Yeah. Any question? Any other question? By
Sir,
yeah, yeah.
nice, sir. One question from my side, sir.
Yeah.
After the COVID, what about our core industry, sir? Maybe high boom will be there, or what about when it will possible to recover?
The recovery, I think I mentioned it. Recovery will take some more time, because in our own industry, we are running only our demand is only about 50 to 60%. But month on month, it is improving, but it is much less than what we used to do in a normal time. It's about 40% less than what we do. If COVID started in end of March, June is a full month. Full month, June onwards. I think May was partly. June onwards, it is fully affected. So we are doing only 50%. There is no demand. So the second quarter of 2021, the next year, this financial year is we are in the third quarter. It will take another 3 quarters to see the renewal.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
For this industry 4.0, it is applicable for only core industry or IT based industries? Combined together, sir.
No, I'm talking only about manufacturing industry. But I'm not too sure. I'm not very much conversant with the IT industry. There'll be some other development, not industry 4.0. There should be some other new model will emerge, or already they are working on it. But what I've spoken is only relevant for manufacturing industry.
Oh, great, sir. And so actually we reached the industry 4.0, sir. Now it will be becoming moving, sir, in India or other countries.
Everybody is working on it. So now there is an overlap between industry 3.0 and 4.0. Okay. So most of the countries are working on their own models. Okay. It is few companies, I said, Foxconn, Procter & Gamble, some part of Tata Steel, they are already into industry 4.0 in a full stream. Others are laggers. Many companies are following. You cannot immediately switch because you need to invest a lot on the robotics, sensors. So you cannot leave the current and start immediately. So it's a journey. Some will immediately switch over. Some will take about a year or 2. But ultimately, the horizon of next 10 years, there will be swift change will take place. When you guys complete 10 years, 15 years, it will be fully industry 4.0. So there may be new technology also may come. We are not sure, but all will move into industry 4.0 in next 10 years.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, one more question from Ashwin. Sir, doing MBA in safety management regarding manufacturing is good, sir? This was the question posted by Ashwin.
It's a MBA in safety or?
Yeah, MBA in safety management regarding manufacturing. Like that he was texted.
I don't know which course you do. Safety is another very, very important aspect because when a lot of industries are focusing on safety. The safety is kind of, earlier it was ignored. Now the new labor code, which is going to be implemented from December across country, which emphasize more on safety. Safety and health of the workers in the factory is going to be very, very important. Therefore, there is the government will mandate each industry to have a safety officer, and the safety norms are going to be very, very stringent. Therefore, there is a lot of scope for safety managers. But I don't know which course you will do. But safety is, there is a focus.
And one more question from Bhavani. How to overcome security related issues like cybercrime in industries which uses AI automated robots?
That's what I was, keep on talking about cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the major threat. Today, most of the IT companies started working from home. The threat and hacking is going to be in a very, very high spree. So therefore, how do you protect your asset? It's also is going to be a major issue. Many companies are working on cybersecurity. They have their own ethical hackers. They will get into your computer and see what kind of data is being transferred knowingly or unknowingly from you. That's what is happening. Cybersecurity is another major area. You guys should pursue.
Last question, Hariharan posted, what is meant by horizontal and vertical value
chain?
Value chain.
Yeah. Horizontal value chain is, the value chain, you start from, for example, you are a steel industry or you are a car industry. Car industry, to manufacture a car, you need steel. The steel you will get from maybe a steel company, Tata Steel. Then you need to work with the foundry. They are all vertically aligned to your system. Then the steel company will buy a scrap from unknown vendor. So these are all. Then it comes to your factory. You process it and you sell outside, a customer or a dealer. So this is vertical value chain. Outside there is a you procure something from a vendor and you process it and you sell. This is it's a vertical alignment. The horizontal alignment is inside your factory. You have a R&D, you have a production, you have a product development, you have a marketing, sales. These are all vertical value chain. So all should be integrated, right? So in Industry 4.0, all these are integrated through a system or a computer or Internet of Things or a laser or chips, whatever it is. That's what I was telling you. How do you integrate your customer? We use a chip in a grinding wheel. That's a horizontal integration. Your customer, you go till your customer place. I'm not stopping as I sold my product. I'm just watching how the grinding wheel is performing in my customer end. That is horizontal integration. Similarly, I get my raw material from bauxite mines. I integrate, who is supplying bauxite to me, and which lorry I am bringing it to Cochin, which boat which ship I am bringing it to Cochin to process. So all this are horizontal integration within the factory. I have a raw material testing, I have mixing, I have a molding, I have a kiln, I have a finished product, quality checking. How I integrate this is vertically I integrate. Okay. Somebody is showing Edapadi Palaniswamy. Yogesh Kumar.
Who is that?
Yogesh Kumar. His desktop is Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
Okay, sir. Okay. Boys, you have any other questions to ask? Please, if you have any questions. Any oral questions? Okay, if no more questions,
Thank you.
thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much
Thank you so much.
for your kind acceptance, and
Thank you.
also made a very, very fantastic lecture to our students. Definitely, this will help our students to understand the industry scenario and also the expectations of one point you have highlighted, not only the basic core learning. In addition to that, you should learn something which is not
Yeah,
related to your curriculum.
that's
So
very,
there is
very
a
important.
key point. Yeah, it is a key point, like your programming or the coding languages or any other cyber security related or IoT, anything, any certification program. It should be added to the value of your core engineering. That will be the takeaway I should take, and I will transform this information to my students too.
Thank you.
Really, thank you. My heartfelt thank you for your kind acceptance and giving a lecture. And I, on behalf of my Department of Mechanical Engineering and M. Kumarasamy College of Engineering, I owe to thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.